Limestone 1213, a field of tests and holy messes. Here's how they came with blessings. See, multiplied by 6 gives us 36.
¿Quién vive aquí? ¿Tú? Yo. Allá tú vives aquí, yo.
That's what it stood for, the structure. That fell with
Sí,
me.
el camino se
36.
baja.
No, yo me quedo aquí. 36. Yo me quedo aquí. 36,000
Zafame aquí.
fallen angels fell with me. I completed a whole.
Bueno, abre la puerta. Me bajo.
A whole 1,000 legions just on myself. Was structured with 1,000 legions that made it 37 with me. But my power was way much more stronger and advanced by 1,000 legions on one individual. You know what I mean? So, when they counted for one, I counted for 1,000. That's why his father says he counts his days into thousands. One day for father is like 1,000 years. So from the beginning of time to how many times counting by 1,000, how many days we got? That's the big question. The big test going into the research. I don't want to multiply my head through that math. But the wise ones get the facts, the brains. I figure they got this shit all mapped out. The elites. They got all the money in their hand, all the structure and power within their glory. I'm feeling they got everything figured out. They come from a royal bloodline, which means the fallen line. The fuck out of here. You're hearing that your royal bloodline and your fathers that carry that blood are just slaves. So imagine if I slaved them, what I'm gonna do to you. No such thing as principalities in a bull's table. I'm stretching it into 3 bulls in one. And I sit around that table, guarding that lion of gold. That's how the shit go. The red one at the tip, the black one to the left, and the right one, the white one to the right. Before you get to my weak side, you gotta go through my strong. It's impossible for them to pass that. But fallen can't do it, and no fucking less a human's gonna do it. You know what I mean? There ain't no way around that. The whole cobra on the Egyptians' heads. You see a lot of them statues where they got the cobras on their head. Represented one cobra gonna stand overall. Also one cobra for one princess. They're gonna bite the poison. Cleopatra, the Egyptian queen that fell in love with Caesar. And then to hold her power after I was gone, she tried to seek for power. One of the generals. When he fell, she recognized it was her turn to fall. So before she fell, she grabbed the cobra and let her bite the poison into her veins and place her to sleep. I wonder if the Little Mermaid could carry the same face Cleopatra. She's so far down in the sea and so structured in an organization of nightmares, because the black gods talked about projects, talked about the future, assembled it through music and electricity, where it was structured in Babylon. They knew the whole coordination, the whole organization. They knew how to travel through the stars. There's no advancements from then to now. They was way ahead of the game. But it was their time to fall. And to enter. When they left the heavens and assembled themselves. And that's why it's such a big concept between the gods and the goddess and the structure. That's why it says the old heaven will burn away and the moon and the sun will melt away. Because they use that structure as their power. So it has to be destroyed and reformed to set the gods back in eternal fire, which is the fallen, the elevated, and the mystery of deception. So much evil, they forgot to look for the good parts. What if we change? No, I didn't want to change. I asked for more power, more fame. Look at the stars today. What if you change? What if you drop that mic and said this career is not really something that is benefiting the world? You know what? I'm going to give it up. How many stars are willing to give up their millions in their star and glamour careers to say, you know what? This movie here that I represent presents a wrong reflection to the world. Whether it's just a part or whether it's just an imagination. But an imagination could get you in wondrous places and reach you to distinguish its faces. How many rappers, how many country singers, how many rock stars, how many Spanish stars, and all around the world, I want to say, you know what? They're so far caught up in their fame and their greed, they forgot to look at the good part. So stuck in their evil, and it doesn't matter, just give me another check. I can't get this nice big house and this comfortability up and, then what? This is what I'm accustomed to. They gotta give me alimony for this because this is what I'm born into. When the rich man said to Jesus, "How can I serve you?" He said, "Sell all your fortune and follow me." He turned around. It's the same way. I'll step in the ground. Which one of you are willing to give up your careers and step away from the fame? Oh, I'm gonna look at him like this nigga's don't trip. We living good over here. Tripping. Wait until them nuclear bombs start flipping.